far beyond the reach of mountains and higher than the tallest towers of the earth, above the clouds, where the wind whispers secrets and the stars blink gently in sleep. There floated a hidden realm known as the Skyscape Kingdom. In this dreamy place, the sky was not just blue, it shimmered with magical hues that danced and swirled like paint on a living canvas. And at the heart of it all lived a fairy unlike any other Aurora, the keeper of the sky Paintbrush. Aurora had hair like flowing sunlight and eyes that mirrored the soft pink of morning clouds. Her wings sparkled with a rainbow glow, and in her hand she carried a paintbrush made of stardust, moonbeams, and a strand of comet's tail. Each night she soared across the heavens, painting sunsets for the world below. She'd dip her brush in golden mist and sweep it gently across the horizon, blending oranges, purples, reds, and blues to create the perfect sunset. Her brush never needed paint, it glowed with magic from the colors of the world itself. People on Earth often paused to admire the sky, but they never knew it was Aurora's gentle strokes that brought the skies to life. But one day, something strange happened. Aurora floated out from her crystal tower as usual, ready to paint the dusk. But when she dipped her brush into the twilight mist, nothing happened. The brush gave no glow, no color, no magic. She tried again harder, swirling the brush in the air, but the sky stayed gray, dull, lifeless. Aurora gasped. "What's going on?" she whispered. She looked up at the stars, down at the earth, and around at the skyscape, but everything seemed silent. The skies felt heavy, as if holding its breath. Without her paintbrush, there would be no sunsets. No colors in the sky. Only endless, dull clouds. Aurora's heart ached. The world needed color, and so did she. She flew straight to the Oracle of Light, an ancient crystal that pulsed with wisdom, hidden deep inside the cloud cavern. She placed her trembling hands on it and asked, "Why has my brush lost its color?" A soft voice echoed from the crystal. "The colors are not lost, dirt. They are hidden, broken from the world. You must journey across the prism path, find the 7 drops of color, and restore the magic within your brush. 7 drops of color!" Aurora took a deep breath. She would go, even if it meant traveling far across the skies. Even if the journey was long and filled with challenges. Because without color, there could be no hope. She wrapped her cloak of moonlight around her shoulders and summoned her cloudwing, a silver bird made of air and feathers, to carry her across the skies. First, she flew toward the Blue Breeze Hills, where the wind fairies lived. There she found Zephora, the wind fairy queen, dancing above the sky. "I seek the drop of blue," Aurora said. Zephora smiled kindly. "Then you must listen to the wind's sorrow and bring it peace." Aurora followed the winds until she found a crying storm cloud, lost and afraid. She sang it a lullaby and soothed its thunder. In return, the cloud gifted her a single teardrop shining blue like the deep ocean. Next, Aurora journeyed toward the east, where the horizon always glowed red. Even at night, she arrived at the Glow Grove, a forest of fireflies. There lived Ambelief, the keeper of warm light. "The drop of orange burns within a flame that fears the dark," he said. Aurora found a tiny flame hiding inside a lantern, flickering and weak. I'm afraid to shine, it whispered. The night will swallow me. Aurora gently placed it on her palm and said, Your glow is small, but powerful. Light is brave. The flame burst into strength and danced. From its spark came a glowing drop of orange. The third stop was Petalina's blossom glade, where petals rained from the sky and butterflies whispered in colors. I need the drop of pink, Aurora said. Then you must laugh with the flowers, Petalina grinned. At first, Aurora didn't understand, but then a tulip tickled her foot. A sunflower sneezed pollen onto her nose. Aurora burst out laughing, and suddenly the garden erupted in giggles. From their joy bloomed a glowing pink drop. Now she soared north to the frost-epic peaks, home to the reclusive violet beings called Shades of Silence. There, everything was still and cold. No laughter, no song, no movement. A lonely shade whispered, The drop of violet lies within truth. Even when it hurts. Aurora sat beside the frozen lake and saw her reflection. She admitted her fear. I paint beauty for the world, but sometimes I wonder, what if I'm not enough without it? A single tear fell into the lake, and from it rose the drop of violet. Cool and dry in the sunbeam caverns, golden rays danced like ribbons. Here she found Solia, the fairy of morning. The drop of yellow lives inside the tiniest hope, Solia said. Can you find it? Aurora wondered, unsure until... It reached toward the light, no matter how small the speck. She touched it gently. It glowed yellow, and a warm drop appeared. The emerald rainforest was the sixth stop. It was said to be alive with memories. Aurora met an old tree spirit, weeping over her wilted leaves. Everything ends, he sighed. Even beyond. Aurora knelt and whispered, But in ending new things grow. She sang a lullaby of seasons how flowers bloom, fall, and bloom again. The spirit smiled, and a drop of deep, lush green floated to her palm. Only one color remained red. Aurora followed her heart to the Heartspire, a glowing tower of crystal where she was born. There she saw her childhood memories, her first sunset, her laughter, her fears. And she realized something. The lost color could not be found. Outside it had to be awakened inside her. She remembered her love for painting skies, for watching children point at clouds, for a smile she never saw, but always felt. A warm glow bloomed from her chest, and the final drop appeared pure, radiant red. With all 7 drops now swirling inside her brush, Aurora soared back to her tower. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she lifted the brush end. It gleamed brighter than ever before. Each stroke painted a trail of magic. A stripe of blue kissed the sea. A band of pink swirled through the clouds. Gold stretched like sun rays. Violet curled around the stars. The world below lit up with wonder. Children pointed at the sky. Animals stilled to watch. Dreams stirred. Aurora smiled, tears in her eyes. She didn't just bring back color, she brought back hope, laughter, and love. That night, the sky held the most beautiful sunset the world had ever seen, and the stars blinked awake. A rainbow shimmered behind her, a thank you from the skies themselves. From that day on, whenever the sun begins to set, and the sky blushes with color, remember this. It's Aurora with her sky paintbrush, reminding the world that no matter how gray things may seem, colors always return, if you're brave enough to find them.